Hello my beauties, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, we have an exciting video today. It's a comprehensive list of the best sunscreen that I have been testing out for the last year and a half. But these sunscreens that are available in India, the formulations are just right. I have categorized it into Pharma brands, I've categorized it under Indian brands that make some really stellar sunscreens, as well as mineral sunscreen that is perfect for lactating mothers as well as pregnant women. And what I love about these sunscreen is that they've also got their certification in place, in vitro analysis, in vivo analysis, as well as wavelength. Everything is all there on the website, so please go check it out. And there are so many various textures to these sunscreens. You've got the silicone texture, you've got the lotion texture, you've got the matte finish, great for oily skin, great for dry skin. So I had to put down a list that is suitable for all sorts of skin, including sensitive skin, including teenagers. Now I know that the list I'm about to show you, many of it, which is also recommended by dermatologists, they're hybrid sunscreen or chemical sunscreen. Please don't worry with those words, you guys, because formulators have really stepped up in giving you photostable filters and formulations that is safe for your skin, that's going to protect your skin against the sun. So it's going to be a long video, I'm warning you, so just grab onto that cup of tea as well as something to eat or coffee, whatever your choice, and sit and watch this video. Second of all, there's a part of this video that is sponsored by one of the brand, and that's only because I fell in love with the brand and I contacted them and asked them if they would like to partner with me in this video. And it is for a mineral sunscreen that is just out of this world. They have paid for this video, you guys, but not paid for my opinion. Another tip I wanted to tell you is that always go for a broad spectrum sunscreen. It's not about the percentage out here. Broad spectrum is the one that you should look out for. PA++ or PA4+. Broad spectrum means it's going to protect you against UVA and UVB, aging and burning. And burning is one of the main reasons that causes pigmentation and tanning. And you need to reapply your sunscreen every 3 hours, because I get asked a lot of questions, why is my sunscreen not working for me? I saw myself tanning after a couple of hours, and that's only because you did not reapply after every 2-3 hours. That goes for your children as well. And the last factor is, I think everybody should have two sorts of a sunscreen sitting in their cupboard. One is a mineral sunscreen and one is a hybrid or a chemical sunscreen of your choice. But I know many people who find chemical hybrid sunscreen to sting their eyes when they apply it around their eye zone area. That's where the mineral sunscreen comes to the rescue. You can just take a mineral sunscreen. I've spoken about this so many times in the past. Take the mineral sunscreen, apply that around your eye area, and rest of the face you can go for your favorite chemical hybrid sunscreen. Now let's start with the mineral sunscreen that is available in India. And I know that I've tried so many mineral sunscreen, tinted sunscreen from Dermaco, from Curace, from Requil. One of them is a tinted sunscreen and it comes from the brand harkoi. Now harkoi is a woman-owned brand, it's an upcoming brand, and what I love about it is the sunscreen, they are mineral sunscreens, great for lactating mothers, pregnant women, sensitive skin, teenagers. It has that soft mousse whipped kind of a formula that when it sits on the skin, it leaves absolutely no tackiness, no oiliness. And the best part about it is that it comes in 8 different shades and 8 different undertones. So if you got an undertone that's red, you've got an undertone that's olive, you've got an undertone that's neutral, you are bound to get a tinted sunscreen of your liking that is going to suit your skin tone. I use the shade 3 and 4, and a mixture of 3 and 4 is my perfect match. So you can also get sample sizes if you are not too sure of your skin tone. It's an SPF 35. It's got 20% zinc oxide, yet the texture is so lightweight and it's got that really velvety, moussey sort of a texture that sits very well on the skin. It's got PA4+ out here. It gives you that broad spectrum. It includes vitamin E and phytosqualane that really moisturize the skin. So it's a beautiful hybrid of a makeup as well as skincare, because it works like a fantastic primer. So if you want to apply this before your makeup, on top of makeup, it sits beautifully on the skin without breaking your existing makeup. And it's because it's got that tinted shade, 8 various shades, it sits really well on top of makeup without making it look too gray. Of all the tinted sunscreen, it's not that this brand has given you one tinted sunscreen and asked you to work, because many tinted sunscreen works up till NC42 reference wise. And what really happens for the really deeper, darker shade, there is a gray cast that happens even with tinted mineral sunscreen, and I can say safely that this is great for all skin type. It did not break me out. It is non-comedogenic. It's got a nice matte finish, so anybody, any skin type can enjoy this, including dry skin if you moisturize very well. It's extremely hydrating. If you want, you can mix the other chemical hybrid sunscreen on various other parts of your body and face, and this is great for just the eye area. Such a good job out here, and yeah, I'm in love. The second one is from Curays. This is the Mattify Mineral Sunscreen. You get SPF 50 and you also get SPF 30. This has got such a nice lightweight lotiony texture that just melts into your skin. The skin easily absorbs it, and for a mineral sunscreen, the way this makes your skin look and feel, it doesn't leave it too matte, not too dewy, and again, great for people who've got problematic sensitive skin because there's nothing irritating out here. No fragrance, no essential oils, just like the harkoi one. It is such a fabulous mineral sunscreen, and this brand Curays, I've been talking about it for a very long time, literally 2 years. I think in 2020 also I spoke about their sunscreen, you guys. It had to come in the list because if you're looking out for a good mineral sunscreen that's got that lotiony texture, that sits well, no white cast, no tackiness, no oiliness, gives you that sun protection factor, this is it. The third mineral sunscreen that I'm adding to the list actually came from the Pharma brand list, and that is La Shield sunscreen. You guys know that I've been talking about La Shield sunscreen for a very long time. SPF 50, broad spectrum. It has got that silicone-y texture to it. It doesn't have a lotion texture, so keep that in mind. But great for people who are lactating, basically, you know, who are pregnant, people who have got sensitive skin. This is one of those sunscreen that even dermatologists recommends. It's also another fabulous physical sunscreen that is safe for all, and it sits without leaving any gray tone or any white cast. Beautiful sunscreen from La Shield. Now, can you see the list? That's what I've been jotting down every time I test out a sunscreen. It goes in my good list, it'll go in my not so great list, which I shall talk about in the worst skincare in my next video. But let's talk about Pharma brands. Brands that have been recommended by dermatologists. And if you saw my best of Indian medical store skincare, you must have heard me talk about most of them. Please check out that playlist. I shall put the playlist link in the information bar. You're looking out for some incredible finds from your local, from your Indian medical store, from Pharma brands basically, then that is going to really help you. The series that I started. So we are going to go in with Face Guard SPF 50. This was recommended by a dermatologist. This is a chemical sunscreen, you guys. I don't know, guys, the texture of Face Guard and La Shield and Acne UV Do, all of them has got that similar silicone texture. It is like they come out of the same factory but in different packaging. Okay, that's just my opinion. But all of them sit so fabulously on Indian skin. That silicone texture just makes it very easy for you to spread all over your face, your hands, you know, even if you want to take that 2-finger rule, 3-finger rule, it sits very well on the skin, especially Face Guard. It gives you that sun protection factor out here. Again, broad spectrum, SPF 50. So if you've got a teenager all the way to mature skin, you can enjoy this sunscreen. It is great, it's affordable, something that you get in your local pharmacy at the same time, and they have done a phenomenal job. The second one is another chemical sunscreen. This is Episoft SPF 30. This has got a lotion sort of a texture, very lightweight. It leaves absolutely no white cast if you're into chemical sunscreen, because it's got, you know, stable chemical filters out here that really protects the skin, but it also has a moisturizing effect out here. So if you're looking out for the sunscreen that right after you wash your face, you just apply the sunscreen that will give you that sun protection factor, and at the same time, you know, you don't need to apply any cream or any facial oil after that because it's moisturizing enough, then Episoft is the one that you reach out for. Episoft is also a brand that many dermatologists do recommend and love. Again, nothing irritating about it. No white cast, no oily residue, no tackiness, no fragrance. It's great. It's just a very safe sunscreen for even teenagers. I absolutely love it. The next one to make it to the list is something I spoke about, La Shield. It is a physical sunscreen, very safe for all, including lactating mothers and pregnant women. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to go into it again. It's a fabulous sunscreen, another one that is recommended by dermatologists. We shall move on to Acne UV Gel. Again, it's got a nice silicone texture, reminds me so much of Face Guard. It's got a slight fragrance to it, you guys, but it's not not at all overwhelming and irritating. And that's the thing about many Indian pharma brands. They have introduced that slight fragrance in their sunscreen. I need something that will pleasure my sense of smell, and I like a little bit of fragrance. That's just a personal choice. But this is also another one that is recommended by dermatologists. It leaves absolutely no white cast, no oily residue. The silicone texture makes the sunscreen spread so easily on your face, on your neck. You can take a 2-finger rule with it, 3-finger rule, it just doesn't matter. It's a beautiful, beautiful chemical sunscreen. Now, moving on to another one, this is UV Dew. UV Dew is also another sunscreen many dermatologists loves. They love Face Guard and UV Dew. Most dermatologists here in Kerala, if they have to recommend a sunscreen for you, whether you've got problematic skin, sensitive skin, man, woman, teenager, matured skin, they would recommend UV Dew. Again, it's broad spectrum. It will give you that sun protection factor, silicone feel, no white cast, no gray cast. It sits well on all sorts of skin type and skin tones. It's got, again, real great filters if you look into it. And again, with all the sunscreens so far that I've spoken about, reapplication is also a pleasure because of that silicone texture. It sits very well on top of makeup without breaking the makeup underneath or without making your skin oily. The next sunscreen to make it to the list in the Pharma brand is the Solar Safe Silicone Sunscreen Gel SPF 50. This also has got photostable filters, UVA, UVB, a texture that is so similar to Face Guard and UV Dew. It's got that silicone texture. Another sunscreen that many dermatologists loves. There's not too many pharma brands that I've come across that has got vitamin C infused in it. And as you know, vitamin C and SPF are a match made in heaven. I love the fact that you're getting the skin benefits, antioxidant factor that is coming out of vitamin C and vitamin E. It's got a slight fragrance, almost like a cherry scent to it, which is not too overwhelming. They also give you an assurance where SPF is concerned and the critical wavelength. Everything about this is brilliant. Sits very well on the skin, leaving zero white cast, no oily residue, great for all skin types. But if you are not sure of that fragrance out here, maybe this is not the one for you. This is also another favorite of mine, and the last one is my show shot winner. Many content creators who talk about skincare absolutely love the Fix Derma Shadow SPF 50. So it's a hybrid sunscreen, you guys, and I like the fact that it doesn't sting the eye, and for the price that you're paying, you're getting a sunscreen that is so beautiful. It sits so well on the skin. It also comes in a 30 variant, but I love the SPF 50 variant. Though the texture is a very lotion type of a texture, it's got that slight thickness, that cream consistency to it. So if you've got extremely oily skin, this is not the one for you. You can go for the various others, but if you've got dry skin, normal, combination, borderline oily skin, you can enjoy this, including if you've got problematic skin. It sits very well on the skin, leaving absolutely no white cast, no tackiness, oiliness. It's a beautiful find, and it's been my favorite for a very long time. So check this one out, and that completes the Pharma brand's best of the best sunscreen. Let's move on to the best of the best that our Indian brands, made in India brands, are making at the moment. The first one is Fai from the Hills, FAI, that rhymes with sky basically, and they sent me their sunscreen a year ago, and oh my god, it is really good. Trust me, do not sleep on this. I like the fact that it's got zinc oxide, it's got green tea, and it's got such a beautiful creamy texture. This one is a hybrid sunscreen, and the way it sits on the skin, it doesn't sting the eye, it doesn't sting the skin. Great for people who have also got sensitive skin. It leaves no white cast, and you can also make this work like a moisturizer. It ticks all the right boxes for me. It's a fabulous sunscreen from this skincare brand. The second one that has made it to the list is Dermaco 1% Hyaluronic Aqua Gel Sunscreen. Now this is also another hybrid sunscreen that sits really well on the skin. It's got a very light, watery kind of a texture. It's got hyaluronic acid. That's why I guess that hydrating factor comes from the hyaluronic acid. Plus it's got various other moisturizing agents out here. It's also got vitamin E. It's got no fragrance. It gives you sun protection factor of 50, PA4+ out here. It is great for all skin types, including acne prone, sensitive skin, because it's got no fragrance. Every time someone says, what is that one product that I should try it from Dermaco if I want to test waters, I would say this hyaluronic sunscreen gel. Please try this one out. I know so many of my friends in Dubai, again, tried this and they fell in love with it. Zero white cast, gray cast, nothing, no gray tones coming out of it. Reapplication of this is also a complete pleasure, you guys, and no product pilling on both the sunscreens that I spoke about. Now let's talk about a sunscreen that is great for my dry skin peeps, and this is SPF 60 sunscreen with silimarine, hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, broad spectrum PA4+ out here from Minimalist. Now I've spoken about this sunscreen. I've made 2 videos on the best of Minimalist. I know so many people are a huge fan of the SPF 50 more than the 60 variant. I love this one because this is also safe for pregnant women as well as lactating mothers. Silimarine is very rich in its antioxidant. It's got very safe photo-stable filters. It's a chemical sunscreen, but it is still safe for lactating mothers, you guys. I like the very safe photo-stable filters out here. It's got new age filters. I've gone into detail about this one in that dedicated video, so please hit the iCard here or go to the information bar. It's got no fragrance out here. It is suitable for dry skin, normal, combination, borderline oily skin. If you have extremely oily skin, this is not the one for you. You can go for the SPF 50. I also have to tell you that this can produce a little bit of that product pilling if you do not know how to use this properly. If you're living in a very cold climate, dry climate, this is the one for you. It leaves no tackiness, no grayness, no white cast. It's wonderful. When it comes to Requel, as a brand, I think it is the sunscreen that made the brand. But if there's one SPF that I would want you to pick up from the brand, it would be this one. This is the oxybenzone, an OMC free sunscreen, and it's also reef safe because I know there's so many people asking me for reef safe sunscreen. This is it. This also gives you broad spectrum. This is a hybrid sunscreen, you guys. This is great for people who have got oily, acne prone skin. It's non-comedogenic. It's got a very nice lotion type of a texture that the skin easily absorbs. It's a beautiful sunscreen, PA+++. Again, it's got advanced UVA, UVB filters for low penetration, and it is extremely lightweight. That's what I love about it. So this had to make it to the list when it comes to the brand Requel. Now from the Indian brands, we've got 4 more sunscreens to finish off this list, you guys. And there are 2 Indian brands that have given you a dupe of the unseen sunscreen from Supergoop. The first one is great for people who have got dry skin, normal, combination skin. Not meant for oily skin. This one is a chemical sunscreen. This is Unsweetened Beauty Clear Days. Now this is SPF 50, gives you UVA, UVB protection. Again, it's got that nice transparent gel-like finish, very, very lightweight, like I said. But I've got combination skin. My brother has got sensitive, oily skin slightly, and he has been thoroughly enjoying this. He absolutely loves this one. So this is made with avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate. So keep that in mind. This is not pregnancy friendly, but it's also got vitamin E and various other hydrating factors out here. Because it's a transparent gel, it leaves 0 white cast and it doesn't leave that oily residue, that greasiness on the skin, despite it not being for oily skin. And reapplication also with this is actually a very enjoyable experience. If you're looking out for a Supergoop dupe for oily skin, then this one from the Conscious Chemist, this is the Clear Shield, SPF 30, PA+++, broad spectrum. Oh my god, this is a beautiful, beautiful sunscreen for people who have got normal, combination, oily skin. So this actually is for all skin type. This gives you a sun protection factor of 30, but guys, it's a pleasure to work with this. Guys, this is a chemical sunscreen, and if you're looking out for a proper dupe of the unseen sunscreen, SPF 30 from Supergoop, this is the one. The texture, if you're not into silicone texture, then maybe this is not the one for you, but it's got such a soft matte sort of a finish, perfect for all skin type. It's a beauty of a sunscreen, and I'm literally done. I mean, I have to like really pump to take at least little bit of that residue out, and I'll definitely be restocking on this. If you cannot get your hands on the Supergoop, then please try this one from Conscious Chemist because it is that brilliant. Now there's another sunscreen that Conscious Chemist has made, and that is called Sun Drink. If you want something that's a hybrid sunscreen and got a non-greasy lotion type of a texture, very lightweight, then this is the one for you. So this is PA4+, broad spectrum, UVA, UVB. I absolutely freaking love this. It feels like a lightweight moisturizer, 0 white cast, nothing irritating about the sunscreen, no essential oils, no fragrance, and there's no alcohol. I did experience a slight, ever so slight product pilling, not like the Minimalist one, but this also, like the Minimalist one, you have to wait. So apply your morning skincare, then you apply apply, after 5 minutes, apply this SPF, and then after 10 minutes, go on with your makeup and various other products. You will experience no pilling. It sits really well on the skin. SPF 50, sun protection factor, you know, broad spectrum, zero white cast, no greasiness, great for all skin types, including problematic skin. It's a beauty of a sunscreen. Okay, the last sunscreen to make it to the list, which is a sunscreen that I cannot put down, is this one, the Ceramide Vitamin C sunscreen from Dr. Shea. Now, this is how a brand takes constructive criticism and comes back with a stellar launch. Their previous mineral sunscreen, the zinc oxide oat sunscreen, was a ghastly launch. But this one, oh my god, this is such a brilliant sunscreen. I know I have spoken about it. I've made 3 videos on this so far. It's come in my monthly favorites, and I know every time I talk about this, you guys go and buy it and give me nothing but a positive feedback. The way this sits on the skin, leaving that film of hydration, but at the same time zero greasiness. It is suitable for all skin type, including problematic skin, sensitive skin. It's got no fragrance. This has got PA++ rating, broad spectrum finish, UVA, UVB it's going to protect you from. But the vitamin C out here, this is that one sunscreen that will cut down the tedious process of your morning skincare routine. Trust me, buy this one, wash your face in the morning, just apply this. This gives you that moisturizing benefits that comes from hyaluronic acid. This gives protects your skin and calms your skin that comes from ceramides, and this also gives you a sun protection factor of 50 and skin brightening and all the skin benefits that comes from vitamin C. What's not to love? If you made it so far, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in my next. If you'd like me to do other videos on a comprehensive list of the best, whatever is your feedback in the comment section, I shall listen to it. Alright, I'm here for you. Until later, bye for now, guys.